Hello everyone, welcome back. I can't believe it, but it's that time for RWBY reactions again. Now finally RWBY Volume 8 has dropped, or Chapter 1 rather. And yeah, I didn't realize time had gone that quick, but here it is. I had intended to be recording more stuff. I only did some reactions for the anime Kaguya-sama, and then I thought I'd try doing some other stuff, but man, has this been a year. I don't think I need to tell anyone else, but 2020 has just been how it is. But Volume 8. So I don't want to spend too long on this intro, because I'd rather just get into it. I've avoided looking at anything. Thankfully, nothing has spoiled me on anything on YouTube or anything like that. In any case, I'll just briefly say, so we ended off last season on a bit of a downer. Some major things happened. Penny got the Winter Maiden powers. Ironwood is now kind of an antagonist, but the sort who's got in his mind that he's trying to do the best thing, but sort of driven by paranoia and fear. I hate it, but I also can't blame him. That's just sort of how he's wired, so fine. Salem came in, riding a big giant whale, and yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be that much of a gap between the end of last season and this one. What am I anticipating out of this season, or this, or even just this chapter? First of all, I'm expecting some great music. I haven't heard any yet. I did see the channel Sirs and Madams had dropped a video of this season's opening. I haven't watched that yet. I'm gonna be happy just to watch it in the episode itself. But I'm looking forward to that. There's something that's always been consistent with all of the volumes has been the great music, and I look forward to it. But from story-wise, what do I expect? Overall, I expect that things are probably gonna get... I don't know, are they gonna get worse? That I don't know. But since I think 7, 8, and 9 were all planned together, right? Which means I feel like we can probably have 7 going dark, 8 getting bad, and hopefully 9 elevating us up again. I don't know, we'll see. It might not necessarily be all bad. I don't, that doesn't feel like that would be RWBY, but I can imagine a darker tone while still keeping some amounts of levity and that sort of stuff. And some hope spots. But yeah, I am expecting potentially more loss, whether it's people or just loss in just incredible despair. So with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. Ooh. Who is this? It's an awful noise.
There.
Neo is like, what the? I wonder if Neo's had much contact with Salem before, or whether she's just had the interaction with Cinder. Because Salem is a whole load extra horrifying. I also still hadn't been sure whether Cinder was planning to actually go back to Salem or not.
My queen.
Oh boy.
Cinder. When I chose you as my vessel for the maidens, I put my trust in you. So I trust that you wouldn't possibly return to me empty-handed.
The relic of knowledge. I took it right from under Ironwood's nose.
You did.
Outsmarting the General speaks less to your intellect and more to his. After all, you were outsmarted by those children first.
And according to radio chatter, that same general and his forces outsmarted you. A shame Watts never made it back.
I'm afraid the doctor was a necessary sacrifice.
That's right, he's still in jail.
I do hope this little one doesn't become another.
Who is she?
Neapolitan has some very useful abilities and has proven to be a valuable asset.
You certainly do enjoy collecting assets.
And yet you still haven't really given her the credit that she's due.
Cinder.
You're here! I knew you'd— Quiet.
So devoted
Some
to
new
someone
looks?
so incompetent. While the good doctor and I were
Is that Hazel?
advancing the will of our goddess, dismembering the very body of this kingdom, you were merely atoning for past failures.
Polendina's creation interfered with the transfer of the Winter Maiden power. But now I know she has it. And once I return to Atlas, it won't take long to finish what I started. That power will be mine.
I've given no such command.
Ma'am, now is the time to—
This game is not yours to win, Cinder. It's mine. Just because you're more valuable to me than a pawn does not make you a player. Everything is already in motion. All you need concern yourself with is your ability to act when I tell you to.
Of course. Without you, I am nothing.
There has been some amazing audio. Just super creepy. Last volume had it too.
Huh? Thank you.
Took me a moment to notice the claws.
Heads up.
Need a lift?
At least they reunited pretty quick.
I was stupid to think the General would listen. Every choice I've made was the wrong one. And now...
We all
Yep.
did what we thought was best. I'm just glad you're all right.
Things are pretty messed up.
Yeah, I see you.
Inside, hurry. I know, Sector 3 is going to need the most help.
I'm sending backup your way right now. Fiona, do you copy? We need transport from Sector 3 to the crater.
Copy.
I was gonna ask how they knew where Oscar was, but it's probably pretty obvious now.
When we heard you
No
went off
violent
after
lumping.
Ironwood on your own, we...
How did you end up down in the slums?
It's a long story. I get the feeling there's been a few of those tonight.
You're not going to tell them.
You and I aren't done talking yet. Where's Crow?
That's right, he's in jail too.
We don't know. Last we heard, he was with Robin, but...
All right.
He and Robin.
Your friend is back now. You ready to work?
And Clover died.
The largest Grim Horde ever
Damn,
seen
what about
is
that?
hovering over the tundra, and out there is a city full of people with no heat, and from what you told us, no more military protection. And while we're happy to give you guys a place to lie low for a while, it's time to get those people some help.
How? Ironwood is stopping all evacuations to Atlas, and we can't get them out of the city with Salem's forces surrounding us.
The crater, beneath Atlas. It's not safe, but it's warm, and with everyone in one place, we can do a better job protecting them. May can send you where you're needed most. We've got to get everyone down into that crater before nightfall. In the slums, we might have a chance.
We're never going to sleep again. I just know it.
Either you're helping, or you're baggage.
We need to get out there and do what we can for Mantle.
We need to do what we can for everyone. What about Amity? And telling the world about Salem? We can't do this alone. We need help.
Ruby's right. The Happy Huntresses are handling the evacuation better than we could. And there's a bigger picture.
But Amity isn't even finished. It was still under construction.
Doctor, what would you need to launch Amity now?
We made decent progress on construction and fuel collection. All potentially manageable, but, Amity was designed so that it couldn't launch itself without first being granted clearance from General Ironwood's terminal.
Ruby, there is no way Ironwood will cooperate with us.
But he doesn't have to. We just need the green light from his terminal, right?
You want to go back to the academy?
Yeah, actually, there is more than one terminal. The one in his office and, one in the main Atlesian military compound at the base of the city. We'd have to get into the compound somehow, then, get inside the operations room, and then... Oh boy, I might need to think about this some more.
And just to clarify, this is the easy option?
What you're saying is it can't be done. It's pointless. And even if you got the message out, there's no guarantee help would come.
It's not pointless. Atlas is only Salem's current target. She's not hiding anymore, and once she's done here, she'll move on to the rest of Remnant. We need to warn them.
Still think Amity
Ruby,
Towers are worthwhile.
When we came here, we said we'd follow your lead. But things haven't exactly worked out.
There are people here who need us right now. That's something we can actually do.
But this isn't about just Atlas. Ruby's right. It's about all of Remnant. They need to know in Vacuo, in Mistral, in Vale, what's coming, so they can prepare.
Okay, then let's go for both. Get Amity up and running and evacuate Mantle.
But that's how Salem got this far, by dividing us. We have to stick together.
No. What Salem wants is to turn us against each other. Just like this. John has a point.
There's a difference.
We can work separately and still be united.
Or let me take the relic to Salem. And maybe she will call off her attack on the kingdom.
I don't think we can trust Salem to actually do that. And the moment she uses the staff to create anything else, Atlas falls onto Mantle.
Nobody's turning you over to anybody. I think that's the one thing we could all agree on.
Okay, then I guess we're going to Atlas. Can you help us get to that terminal?
I suppose someone needs to help you bypass security.
I'll go.
Penny, we can't risk...
I'll go.
Do what you gotta do. I'm going out there to see what I could do.
Gang. Go by the pharmacy. I was developing some new tools for you all before this happened. You're gonna need them.
Nora?
I'm going with Ruby.
But what about Mantle?
Oh, I'm saving Mantle. Because I actually believe we can do this.
Hey, we're still united.
I hope so.
I can get Pietro out to Amity to prepare, but that doesn't answer how we're getting all of you up to Atlas.
I might actually have an idea for
Oh.
Hello, Penny. I'm worried for your safety. Tell me where you are, and I'll have you picked up right away. Atlas needs you, Penny. Salem is here.
She's not going anywhere until you change your mind about Mantle. There's still a chance for Remnant to
Mantle? You're still worried about Mantle? Remnant is doomed, Ruby. Unless we leave, Salem will destroy Atlas, and with it, any hope humanity has left. We need to think about the future. If she makes it through her defenses, everything that follows will be on your hands.
A huge weight to have the maiden powers.
Sir, the prisoners have arrived. They're being processed in Stockade B.
And ironwood adds more metal.
Crow and Robin?
Could you give us the room, please?
Yeah, Winter got messed up.
I'll be fine.
Thank you, Winter. I don't know what I would do without you. No one has ever seen a Grim Force this large before. The city's hardlight shields will hold, but not forever.
What will you do?
Hopefully they're set up better than
Wait, you can't be in here.
This is absurd. Let us through.
I told you we need to speak
I am going to do everything I can to defend this kingdom.
What in God's name do you think you're doing, James?
No matter the cost.
Hopefully the hard light shields are set up better than Mistral. Is it Mistral? Wait. Jesus.
I have questions for you.
He's definitely gone nutty.
But first I need the one who can show me how. Bring him to me.
Hmm. That was a good image. Yeah, we saw the weirdness between Ren and Nora last volume. They care for each other, but they still so many different different goals, perspectives. Dude. Yep, that was very much more akin to Volume 3's opening, which similarly... Well, I guess this one didn't shock me so much. But I remember watching Volume 3's opening and thinking, wow, this is very different. I mean... Ooh. Where's that part where it has all of the people up? Okay. So... we didn't need to worry too long about how long it would take for Oscar to become reunited with the rest of the group. Clearly, the Happy Huntresses, or whatever it was, you know, they've got their own intelligence and they've been able to help. So that's how they managed to locate him. And at the moment, it's just a decision of what do they do? I mean, this is what they've been training for, but where do you start? They've got the big goal of Amity Tower, which it's not like a solution that gets some sort of instant win against Salem. You know, it's not a weapon, it's not a thing. But I still see the value of it. I saw the value when it was introduced in the first place under much better times and better circumstances. Where, yes, I think re-establishing communication is hugely important. Not only that, but it does take one of the relics really far away. Yeah, you know, there's people in trouble right now. I can see how some of them feel responsibility for that. Well, I'm sure they all feel responsibility for that. It's just no one knows which one should be addressed first. So I think it makes sense that they go try to tackle the different things. That's not necessarily... Well, there's a difference between, you know, splitting the work and actually being opposed to each other. So as long as they're coordinating, I think that's fine, even if it does, you know, reveal some friction in the different paths that they're taking. It was interesting seeing a bit of Yang sort of questioning Ruby there. You know, because they've generally just followed her, but it's like, well, you know, that sort of faith can get a bit strained when things go wrong. I'm not sure whether Ruby could have made much... You know, I feel like Ruby generally made good decisions at, you know, each time with the information that she had. And, you know, there's some things that you can't account for, like, you know, giant grim whales. Or Salem, literally, you know, stepping in to join the fight. So, I think Ruby's been doing okay. Anyway, this is a good start to the volume. It looks dark, just as I anticipated. Yeah, I guess there's not really much for me to say right now, but I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. So, I will be looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this. Tell me what you think of the episode in the comments, and I will see you next time.